the Alpha Training Podcast with JR, Mike, and RJ. Welcome back to the Alpha Podcast. This is the second short. Today we're discussing the one thing you would have at home for your workout. Maybe we start with Coach RJ again.
All right, cool. Being the sort of bodyweight proponent that I am, I'd say a pair of either gymnastics rings or suspension trainers would be very helpful and fairly accessible and logistically easy to use as or more than other pieces of equipment, right? Because with a suspension trainer, you either just hang it from your door the right way or off of your stairs, and you can do pretty much with that and the floor. Pretty much do um, work out your entire body and then work out on all the different movements, pulling stuff like that. Yeah, so because most things you can work out with or train only using the floor. Your legs, like your posterior chain, uh, to some extent, and then your upper body, of course, with push-ups and stuff. But um, the limitation of the floor is you don't get to do pulling exercises, right? So the floor and then using a suspension trainer allows you to move your entire body in all of the different directions, all of the different positions, pulling, pushing, overhead, in front of you, behind you, moving your legs in all different directions, which is like a very critical part of a well-rounded um, fitness program. So yeah, for me it would be a suspension trainer. And another thing, a suspension trainer or a pair of gymnastics rings is very easy to stow. It's just like not bigger than a dinner plate. Pretty much, you can put it in a small bag and put it in your closet. Um, Put it on your table or whatever if you're not using it, so it doesn't really take up that much space, and it's not something super heavy that's hard to lug around. Sorry for the other piece of equipment that you're gonna uh, suggest, guys, but if you're like you want something that's pretty minimalist, most get the most effect for the minimum amount of commitment, then I would say, yeah, a suspension trainer or a set of gymnastics rings.
What about you, JR? What's the one thing you would want to have working out at home?
Well, as like a strength enthusiast, strongman person, I'd suggest kettlebells, like a pair of light to middle weight kettlebells, because
Mm.
like even if you don't want to improve your strength just to maintain it or just to even feel better about yourself, that would definitely help. You could do deadlift, squats, you can do some rows, you can even curl it if it's light enough, and you can do some pressing, all of that. And it's great for even cardio. You just do sets of swings maybe every day or every other day, and you're good to go.
And you took.
And
I was gonna say kettlebells. I'm gonna have to think of something else.
sorry, man.
I'll get on it. But definitely, yeah. I
And
think, go ahead.
it's like in terms of like space needed, you really only need like maybe 1 square meter, and that's about it. Like, and you can store them in the corner of your house or in your room, and that's it.
Sounds good, man.
Right.
Man. So yeah, so kind of building up um, from JR and his kettlebells, I would probably say a pair of dumbbells.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
for the same reason. It kind of gives you the opportunity to put a little bit of load on whatever exercises you're doing. Because
Mhm.
body weight is definitely an awesome workout, but sometimes it just helps to have that little bit of extra kind of load on your body to help build
Yeah.
up, that strength, right? And I think for like the kettlebells and like the TRX, the suspension training rings, for the amount of space they take up, you can't beat the dumbbells or the kettlebells or even the suspension trainer, right? So
Mhm.
so that would be my thing. Aside, of course, from YouTube, which I think we mentioned in another video, because there's a bunch of references and research you can do just on different workouts, different movements on
Mhm.
YouTube. So yeah, I think that's it. I guess everyone has a smartphone, so that wouldn't be one of them either. Again,
But yeah, it would be like a critical, you know, workout tool.
essential. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and I guess that rounds out short vid number 2 from the Alpha Training Podcast. We'll be back again soon with more shorts. Peace.
Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more episodes.
This is the Alpha Training Podcast.